estás?
Bien, bien, ¿y tú?
Todo bien, todo bien.
Entonces, ¿ya tu mecánico está allí?
Ahí te doy con él.
Hola.
Ahí lo tenés.
¿Cómo estás?
José.
Hola, yo soy Caterina.
José, mucho gusto.
Exactamente, ¿qué necesita para empezar el motor?
Quiero más que todo el procedimiento de prenderlo y qué tipo de data en la computadora tengo que ver para que los parámetros estén donde tengan que estar para que el auto pueda andar en pista. O sea, temperaturas, temperatura de transmisión, lo que haya que antes de mover el carro, ¿entiendes? Quiero saber todo, porque ¿qué pasa? Este carro, obvio, es nuevo y tiene su procedimiento de fábrica de prenderlo. Nosotros no hemos corrido estos carros aquí en Estados Unidos.
Vale, vale. Él te va a explicar el procedimiento para empezar el motor, pero el coche tiene que ser todo perfecto. Si el coche tiene un solo problema que no sabemos, entonces puede ser un problema para todo el procedimiento. ¿Cuántos kilómetros tiene el coche ahora?
Es por hora, no kilómetros.
La hora de uso tiene, no kilómetros. Por eso que queremos saber cualquier información para eso, para no poner el carro en pista y que haya algún problema por falta de procedimiento, ¿entiendes?
Hi, Luca. I'm Luca.
Hey, Luca, how are you, Jose? Yeah, so like I said, basically, so that we don't damage anything on the car, what we want to know are the procedures to starting the car. If we have to warm up the oil, you know, the water. Obviously, we see that we have a water heater here and maybe an oil heater, and then transmission as well. I mean, we have to. What are the procedures to start the car, and what are the procedures to run the car? And also, I know that, like she was saying, like you have to have everything perfect. So I ran a DTM car before. It was an Audi 2006 Audi A4 DTM. And it was the same procedures. You gotta warm up the water, you gotta warm up the oil, you gotta make sure everything's at temperature before you start the car. And you gotta make sure that the gearbox temperature as well, so.
Do you have the tools here? The heater system?
I'll show you what I have. And then tell me the camera real quick. So we got this with the car, and we got this with the car. So I'm assuming.
The black is for the transmission, and it's not easy to use this one. It's not normally you don't use for starting the engine of the car because normally you use only if you have a problem with transmission. And the other that I don't know because I have something in my workshop, I think it's the same. I think it's the heater system for the cooling.
Yeah.
Because on this car you have to connect the hoses with the heating system with the water.
Yep.
And you can heat it and directly warm up also the oil. Normally, before starting everything, you have to connect this one. Depending by the power, at half an hour, not less. The water should be at around 65 degrees.
65 degrees, okay.
Warm up, it's better. Less if you don't raise, I think it's not good to start the engine less than 60 degrees.
Okay.
So first this. The second thing is very important that you have the timing system for the wheels.
We got a laptop with the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but alright, so this came disconnected. Obviously we have to reconnect it. It's still unplugged. When we got delivery of the car, it was all unplugged. So we would have to plug this back in.
And the battery.
Yeah, so apparently they were able to put power to the car. The battery seems to have power.
Okay. We have two things important. Warm up the oil and the water. And then checking if you have O2 in the wheels control system. So you have to put 70-80 PRR minimum.
Okay.
And you have to dashboard if the system that control the wheel system should be around 7 to 8.
7 to 8 bar, and that's on the water system.
In the display where you can see not the water, because there are a lot of pages. But in one page is that it's warm up pages, depending on the software, how the visual owner made the dashboard. You have you can see the wall temperature temperature, the water, the oil, the
Right.
temperature, and also the system that checks the timing of the.
Oh, the
This is
time.
important
The time.
because not the spring on the valve, but you have a system that moving the valve without the spring, like in Formula One. Okay, so that I told before, it's only to be sure that if you start the engine, there isn't any problem, any damages on the engine, because the that is important, not 100%. But the pressure inside the system that you control, the valve, the timing, it's very important because you crash the valves, damage everything. So before we have to check this, warm up in the water, and then directly also the oil, warming oil. And then you have to disconnect the ignition system on top of the engine, for example. You disconnect the connection simply and cranking the engine 2 or 3 times. You have to see the oil pressure that's go up around 3.5 4. You can release the starter for 3-4 seconds, and you push the start engine for 2 times, 3 times. Then you can connect the ignition system. If you have water heater, if you have pressure in the engine timing control, if you crank it yet, you can start. Normally, I don't know which temperature you have in the environment, but if you are around 30 degrees outside, you can warm up the engine for.
Now, to start the car normally, what is? Let me see here. This is fire, right?
Yes.
This one is fire extinguisher,
Yes.
and then we have this one here.
Okay, this is the battery.
This says extintore.
Extintore, yeah. It's the same. It's connected for the one that you.
This is for fire as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's extinguisher. You have to switch on the int gen. If you see
Yep.
in the middle,
Yep.
the one, yes, switch on, and then on the left side you have avviamento. This is the button. You can start the engine, or you
Okay.
can crank the engine.
Got it. So is this my master, or is this my ignition? This is the master. Is there an ignition button?
Yes.
Which?
And, the other things I think doesn't work because the pump working with the master, and the other things I think doesn't work. I'm not sure because my car is a little bit different, but I know on mine that everything are disconnected. So
Okay.
it doesn't work for display.
And then retro. This is for reverse.
Yes. On our car, the reverse it's a little bit different because we have to pull together the 2 pedal
On the steering wheel. Yep.
I think it's a little bit improvement on the car.
Okay. And then let's say on this car, if I wanted to put reverse, how does that work? Maybe clutch, neutral, and then hit return.
Yeah. Normally yes. I'm not sure if it's retro for the light or for the fog, for the
okay.
radar. It's reverse, but I can check for this.
Okay.
I can take it.
Do you want me to take a picture of this, of all this, and then send it to you?
That would be great, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and take a picture of it and send it to you.
Check my colleague that is working that on the car.
Okay.
Some minutes.
How many volts in the battery system are we supposed to have to be able to make sure everything is fine?
It's fine if you have a minimum 10, 11, not less, because you can take a risk to damage the ECU.
Yeah.
So if you have to have,
So try to always keep it with a jumper previously to start. Got it. Okay.
the generator working above 4,000, 5,000 RPM, less than this doesn't charge enough.
Oh wow. Okay.
You can stay 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, depending by the battery you have. If you have a very new battery fully charged, you can also 30 minutes, but that don't charge a lot.
Again, I see that the ECU was disconnected. Is there any reason why they would disconnect the ECU?
I think for protecting, because there is less ECU in the market, and not all the SU that you find on the market working properly on this car. I think
Okay.
it's only
So it shouldn't be a problem for me to always have it connected from now on. I don't have to take it off the car.
No, you can keep connecting if you want. Normally, I disconnect all if I leave the car in some end that doesn't know. So if I give the car to, for example,
Gotcha. A transport company.
so person that I don't trust, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Where do we hook up the computer to be able to plug into the car? Is it here? Let's see.
My car is on the right back door. I think it's.
Oh, I see it.
You can select
This here?
Yes. It is. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the plan is here to maybe try to get it all sorted out and start it this week. We want to start the car this week. So
But the laptop normally you use for download the data. If you wanna change something on the gearbox, on the ignition, if it doesn't work properly. But normally, for example, by my side, I not use. If I don't have any problem.
So mostly everything I'm gonna see here in the dash, in the warm up and all that. Okay, so I don't really need the laptop to.
Yes.